So look, over the years I've worked with companies in dozens of industries, and some of them have been pretty obscure niches, some of them fairly, what you call mundane industries. And for your business, you might think it's very boring or it's too niche, especially when it comes to having to create content. However, when it comes to white hat SEO, there is no industry that's too boring to have a content marketing plan in place. Here's why. Firstly, can you help people? If you have some way of fulfilling a need for a relevant audience, if you can make their life easier, if you can discuss current issues, solve a pain point, help in any way, then you have content ideas. The likelihood is, if there are questions or issues people have in your industry, there will be people searching for an answer, and your job is to be waiting in the search with an answer. And if the content is useful and truly answers that question, then the searcher won't find it boring. It also doesn't have to be content that's very hyper specific. That's the issue some people have and why they run out of content to write. It can also be topics which are around the area which your target audience would also be interested in. One example, an estate agent doesn't have to only go on about buying and selling houses. It could be around home decor, guides to being a landlord, home renovation tips, this kind of thing. This doesn't apply to every business, but oftentimes it's boring because it's time consuming or there's a steep learning curve. Now, if you can create some kind of tool or plugin to solve an issue or make that issue easier to deal with, that is a great way of attracting some traffic and links, such as, if it's suitable for your business, some kind of online calculator, a piece of software, a browser plugin, something like this. So to summarize, no industry is too boring. The content could end up a bit boring if you're not careful, but remember to think about who your target consumers are, what their needs are, and how you can solve their issues and engage with them.